Peace. Welcome back to Urban X TV. We have the Black Dot in the building.
Yes.
So this past weekend, August 11th, this was the 45th birthday of hip hop. Am I right?
That is correct.
So what I wanted to do, I wanted to pick your brain on some of what you thought were the top 10 best hip hop albums in your mind, top 10 best hip hop songs in your mind, and the top 10 best artists.
Oh, okay. Well, that's going to be tough to do, but I'll do my best. And I only say that because when you come from where I'm coming from, which is Cedar Park, up until current day, there's always going to be somebody left off that list. People is subjective and this and that. So, first, I'd like to say 45 years of hip hop is a long time. Mm-hmm. A lot has transpired since then. The elders or the architects of the culture now are in their 60s and, have left a long-lasting legacy. Hip-hop is the number one genre of music in the history of the world in terms of its impact economically, politically, socially, creatively. So I'm very proud to have been a part of it. Now, there are what I call the first doers and the first receivers.
Okay.
Now, the first doers are, of course, Africa Bambaataa, Kool Herc, Flash, Grand Wizard Theodore, Tony Tone, The Cold Crush, Fantastic Five, and so many other groups, Smokey and the Lockatrons, DJ King Mario, Pete DJ Jones, Lovebug Starsky, DJ Hollywood, and that's just to name a few. There are so many unsung heroes that never get their credit. And it's because hip-hop spread so fast. So in Jersey, they had pioneers, the ones who were the first ones who they saw doing it live in Jersey, in Brooklyn, and then it spread. So I always like to make sure that we make mention of the unsung heroes who contributed to the art form. No one thought it would lead to where it is. It was just something that we expressed and showed our love for. Now, the first doers were the Kool Hercs. Right. The first receivers were just as important. These are the ones on the other side of the ropes who were going, wait a minute, what the hell is this? And paying attention to the two turntables, this, that, you know what I'm saying? And then taking it back to their communities and spreading it. I am a recipient of the first receivers because the older guys on my block, because I didn't get to Cedar Park until 1978. I got into hip hop in 77, but 78 is when I was able to physically go down myself, but I had already heard the legend of who Kool Herc was and things of that nature. So, but they were the first ones to bring it directly to our neighborhoods where we can get a replication of what was going on from the elders. So the first receivers, in my humble opinion, were just as important as the first doers. And then it spread like wildfire from there. Dudes would come all the way up from Brooklyn and then Bronx River and this one and that one. And we had a point of reference of what will become our culture. And now we have a political base, an economic base, a social base, a spiritual base, an esoteric base, an exoteric base. We have culture vultures. We have many facets of hip hop today, and I'd like to always pay homage to the males and females who contributed to this or were the first vessels in which the reemergence of hip hop, because hip hop is nothing new as I always talk about, but the reemergence of it that came through and gave us an opportunity at the lowest point to feed ourselves, to entertain ourselves, to use art to make magic. So with that being said, I'll give my top 10 albums in no particular order, but I apologize because some albums are just gonna get left off. It's right. It just is what it is. And then I'll do an honorable mention. To me, Paid in Full.
Okay.
All right, the very first album, Rakim showed up on the scene. I came in the door, said it before, never let the mic magnetize me. His style was just different. You know what I mean? So because his style was so different, we truly anticipated a full offering, and Paid in Full was that offering, and it did not disappoint. I'm gonna say Criminal Minded by KRS-One for a multitude of reasons. Not only was a hard hitting album, but he went at Queens to let them know, no, South Bronx is where this popped off at. And he was the reason I personally signed to B-Boy Records in 1987 because I wanted to rep the Bronx and get behind KRS-One and the movement that I saw coming before B-Boy Records got shady. And, you know, KRS-One went on to Jive Records, and we know the history there. So, Paid in Full, Criminal Minded, It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back. Public Enemy. All right? Very critical album that set the tone for consciousness, set the tone for black power in a different vibration, a more youthful, enlightenment period for us. It just set the tone for so much sonically. It was an amazing album. So those three I'll pick from the 80s. Niggas for Life by NWA. Right? Now, a lot of people may be shocked by that, but sonically, this was a movie on wax. The way they put it together and what Dr. Dre and them had did with this sonically was just really, really amazing.
Definitely sound better than the first one.
Oh my God!
Yeah, but a lot of people don't give that one credit for some reason.
Which one?
The For Life one. Niggas for Life.
Oh, the Niggas for Life was bonkers.
Yeah, a lot of people they go to Straight Outta Compton as
what Straight Outta Compton was the first joint.
Right.
But Niggas for Life, because I thought they had something to prove when Ice Cube left. That Dre really rolled up his sleeve. MC Ren and them really got after it. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I also say number 4, I'm going to skip over the Chronic. I know that's sacrilege, and say Snoop Doggy Dogg's, Doggy Style. Because I can't pick them both. You know what I'm saying? I'll pick Doggy Style because his flow was unique in itself. You know what I'm saying?
His flow kind of helped the Chronic.
Absolutely. So because he co-wrote a lot of stuff on the Chronic and appeared on it, but his solo joint, right? I can't pick Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas, so I'm gonna say, I'll say Biggie, Ready to Die. All right, Reasonable Doubt. It grew on you. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of one of those sleeper albums. So we didn't view that as a game changer at the moment. In retrospect, I could say Reasonable Doubt, Illmatic, So I'll say at number 6, I'm going to say Ready to Die.
Okay.
Right? At number 7, I'm going to say Get Rich or Die Trying. A truly, truly amazing album. 50 let off on this. He wanted it. It meant so much. He gave it to you. You know what I mean? And it was really, really powerful. At number 7, because I'm not really going in order, I'm going to say Illuminati. Don Illuminati. By Tupac.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'll use that one. I could pick anyone. I could say All Eyes on Me.
Okay.
I'll pick that one, So that's 7. That's 7. Is that 8?
Might be 8.
No, I know that I gave you 5. Right? I gave Ready to Die 6. Get Rich or Die Trying was 7. That's 8.
That's 8.
I'm going to say at number 9, the Dropout album by Kanye West.
Okay.
It brought in the Backpackers. He had his own style. Musically, he was putting that in. He was putting that work in. You know what I mean? And at number 10...
Pressure.
I'm going to say the 36 Chambers by Wu-Tang Clan.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
All of the styles, all of the flows, the hungriness, the grittiness of the album. You could feel every MC, just took you through so many different chambers. Honorable mention, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, which wasn't really a full hip-hop album, but was probably one of the greatest albums I have ever heard produced.
Okay.
In this day and time, I throw Kendrick Lamar's Damn in there.
I liked his first one better.
Okay.
Or like that wasn't his first album, but his first studio album.
J. Cole Sitting on Top of the Rooftop.
Forest Hill Drive.
Forest Hills. And I think that'll pretty much do it.
Okay.
In that sense, and of course, Reasonable Doubt was really, really incredible. So to be fair, because I'm coming from a long way out.
Right.
All right. Now, top 10 songs.
Yes.
I will start with "The Message" by Melly Mel.
Okay.
All right. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how we'll keep from going under, right? Because that album really set the tone socially.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And you know what? Let me back up. Sugar Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight. Because they were not on the lineage of all of the pioneers who have we been listening to, but that record changed the world because it took hip hop all over the world. So let's start with Rapper's Delight.
Okay.
And everybody played it. Their mama played it. Now, these guys wasn't really dope MCs at the time. It doesn't matter. We're talking about records, impactful records. Rapper's Delight, then The Message, because now socially, we're in a time where the message just kind of synthesized everything that was going on for us collectively in our neighborhoods. It painted a vivid picture. LL Cool J, I Need Love. Because he became the first real rock star. I Need Love was so out of left field at that time because brothers was bragging and boasting about their style, throw your hands up, or socially, and he just said, I need love. And it brought all the ladies into the mix. It was a huge record. You know what I mean? So I Need Love. Of course, Eric B. for president. I came in the door, I said it before. Number 5, I'm still in the 80s, I can't help it. Fight the Power.
Okay.
Fight the power, fight the power. Self-explanatory. Probably the greatest hip-hop record ever produced. Number 6, I'm gonna say, number six, important record. I gotta move into the 90s. I'm gonna say Gin and Juice.
Okay.
Rolling down the street, rocking late, smoking endo, sipping on gin. It laid back. It just was one of them songs that put the West Coast and really captured that West Coast funk, that style. Dope.
Okay.
What's this shit by 50? Don't party, dump your hands up.
In the club.
In the club.
Oh yeah. Okay.
In the club. Banger. Just you just couldn't deny the importance of that record. Number 8. For me, a very important record was Dear Mama.
Okay.
All right, for me, Dear Mama, it was telling my story, and a lot of young people could relate. I could pick any one of Tupac's, Brenda's Got a Baby, this, that. I think Dear Mama was a huge record. The last 2. Let's go into the 90s. I really can't. Let me see. Come on, it's got to be 2 more records out there that's huge for me. I'm gonna say, give me something by Outkast. Maybe Sorry Miss Jackson.
Okay.
All right, big record. In that southern flow, that what they did was huge. And number 10 being, damn, what was just like, I can't think of anything at number 10.
New York State of Mind.
It's a Hard Knock Life.
Okay.
It's a Hard Knock Life.
Okay.
Because Jay-Z took a corny fucking hook and made that shit amazing.
Okay.
So give me those 10.
I'm not mad at that one at all.
In no particular order. It's a Hard Knock Life, and that's the one record that took Jay-Z from here to here because of his pop appeal.
Yeah.
But he made pop so. Alright, so give me those 10. in no particular order.
Okay, I'm not mad at that one at all.
Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, throw that shit in there. One of them songs. So now my top 10 artists of all time. I apologize. This is gonna be tough.
So you can throw in a group as one. So. Okay.
We'll do that. I'll say Rakim.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Kumo D, because that's where I got my whole style from. I wanted to be Kumo D. My name was Cool D growing up. A dark-skinned brother who I can relate to, who was intelligent, who was dropping mad bars. So give me Kumo D, give me Rakim, give me Public Enemy.
Okay.
Give me KRS-One, who's probably the best at what he does, embodying everything about hip-hop.
Okay.
All right?
4.
Give me Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas is 1.
Okay.
All right? Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas is 1. That's 5. All right? Give me Tupac.
Okay.
All right? Another one of my favorite artists of all time. Hands down. It wasn't lyrically, it was emotionally, what he was emitting from his soul. So that's 6. Give me Kanye West. I think he's creatively, in a dope place. That's 7. 7. Give me the Wu-Tang Clan.
Okay.
That's 8. Give me Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
In this day and time. That's 9. And give me the Cold Crush Brothers. Alright? It started off with the ones who architected it all. The Cold Crush Brothers. Those are my 10 groups of all time. Start the debate if you want. I apologize. Remember where I'm coming from. You know what I mean? So my point of reference is spanning over 40 years.
I think you covered a lot of ground. Though.
You know what I'm saying? Just trying to cover a lot of ground. I'm going off the head. I didn't write it down or really give it a lot of thought. But those are my 10 no subjects. I hope to be around for the next 45 years so we can have another conversation dealing with this. And you already know what it is. Subscribe. You know what we do. And also R.I.P. Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul, who has made her transition today. We will speak about that later on our show in greater detail. And that's it. We out. Peace.